everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Takes from the Lakes podcast. I am James, and I am accompanied by decked out in Kansas gear Nash. Unfortunately, Kansas kind of good at college basketball this year, but it's all right.
And
Chiefs are kind of good at football.
The Chiefs are great at football.
Yeah. But it's been a while since we've done a pod.
It's been so long. We talk about this all the time. We mention this all the time. It's hard having a life.
Dude, yeah, I know.
School's tough. We got the basketball season starting up.
Yeah.
Ocean Lake's on top.
Of course.
Trying to go crazy this year, but I've been wanting to do a podcast for a while. There's so much stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
But it's just not possible. So over the Thanksgiving break, perfect time.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Nash. By the way, hope you had a good.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too, James. I hope you ate a lot.
I did. Last night was kind of rough though, but Patriots game. But everything else was fine. It was a fun game.
James texted me. He's like, "This is the first time I've ever watched a game and thought it was rigged."
No, literally, I was watching the game and I was like, there was just like a light bulb in my head. I was like, this game actually seems like it's rigged against the Patriots, which obviously is just like a crazy thing to say. But I was like, this is the first time I've ever felt this for any game.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can get into that later. But so today is mainly just gonna be a football focus.
Yeah. I wish I could talk about that KU game yesterday, but we'll try to get another episode out very soon. Talking about basketball, NBA college basketball. But today we're gonna talk about football. Big news, playoff teams, awards, any trades. We didn't get to cover the trade deadline.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just start talking about some of the top teams. NFC first.
All right. First of all, there are. I was gonna say there are two good teams in the league, in the Chiefs and the Bills, but honestly, there might just be one good team in the league, and that's the Chiefs.
Okay, one good team in the league.
One great team. There's a lot of good teams, but there's one elite. Like it used to be, unless you still want to put Eagles in there.
Teams. No, there's too many good teams in the league and not enough very good teams.
Yeah, but
I think is the NFL's problem this year. I think the Chiefs hopefully will just run away with it.
There's a lot of parity in the NFL this year, like a ton. Ton of parity. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but it's been like
I like the Eagles. Season. I think they have pieces, but I don't even know if they're the best in their division. I think I'm still going to take them over the Cowboys, but it's crazy. I mean, the Cowboys did not look very good against the Giants.
They didn't look too great.
Despite being now 7-4, are not a good team. I still say that. They are the Giants.
The Giants are not a good team. I think the Giants might not win like one game the rest of the year. They play.
What's crazy?
They literally. I think will win one game the rest of the year.
Yeah,
but
I mean it's tough. Yeah, like the NFC is not good.
Yeah, I think Eagles. I think the Cowboys might be the best team in the NFC. I said this after the Vikings game.
They have a great defense.
They do,
but I mean, again, that's like some recency bias. They need to sign Odell.
Yes,
that sounds like such a Jerry Jones move too, and I think if they sign Odell, that would just be great for their team. I think as of right now, I'm taking the Eagles. That fantastic offensive line, very, very serviceable defense. D-line is crazy. And then Hurts and AJ Brown have just been balling out.
Yeah.
And really any quarterback would with that, like the way that offensive line performs. I saw a clip, or not a clip, but like a picture of like a Jalen Hurts pocket. Yeah. And it's just like a normal pocket for him. And it's like, it's unbelievable the amount of space that he has.
Yeah.
So
O-line is pretty solid, but is the Odell stuff annoying to you too? Like it's kind of just annoying. Like
it's annoying, but he needs to get signed.
Like I've seen all this stuff where it's like Odell will most likely watch the game this weekend and sign whatever team, stuff like that. And I'll be like, Odell has a meeting in 2 weeks with the Cowboys or the Giants. Like, dude, just sign with the team, bro. Like, please, just sign with the team.
It doesn't have to be a whole charade.
Like, just like you're cleared to play on a team you think is going to win. We know you want a ring. We know you're a ring chaser. That's fine.
He's not going to get it, by the way, because he's not signing with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Or the Bills. I mean, the only team
anything can happen, but yeah.
Of course, well, yeah. The Bengals could have another Cinderella run.
Yeah.
If we're being
I do want to kind of talk about the Chiefs a little bit. Not gonna lie, Nash, and I know you probably would love to, but
no, and I mean they've been frustrating at times this year.
Oh, absolutely.
Both first halves against the Chargers were abysmal.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't started as well as I feel like we have in years past, and like we aren't explosive.
Although last year you guys started horrible, but like horrible. What was it, 2-4, something like that?
Well, no, I mean like to start of games.
Oh, start of games. Okay, not start of the season. I know, I see what you mean. Yeah. Unless it's the Tampa Bay game. That game was start off really well.
Well, I mean that game we just dominated.
That game was crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mahomes was just on like a mission that game.
Mahomes was like, is the best player in the NFL, and it's not close. No, it's not close. It's not even a question.
I mean, he's absolutely the best quarterback, but I think he is the best player in the NFL. But I think honestly, Micah Parsons is like close behind him. Micah Parsons
might not even win Defensive Player of the Year.
I think
Judon deserves it.
Yes. I'm gonna try not to be biased. I think Judon absolutely does. But Micah Parsons, he's right there with him.
He's he's a play record. He's a game record.
Yeah. Who, Judon or Micah?
Micah.
Yeah. He's just insane. Although Judon had a bad game yesterday. But...
It does really frustrate me though how it's always pass rushers who win this shit.
I mean, Gilmore.
The stuff. Gilmore, yeah.
Well, some people are saying Sauce for Defensive Player of the Year. That's what some people are saying.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's blasphemous. Yeah. He's amazing. So is Tariq Woolen, and so is Derek Stingley. But
Jack Jones too. You know about Jack Jones?
Of course I know about Jack Jones, but he's not in that conversation.
Yeah. I guess.
He's not even in the conversation for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
I'd say he is, but I'd say Sauce is running away with it. But I don't think nobody's gonna beat Sauce pretty heavily running away with Defensive Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year.
Sauce and then Woolen. Woolen is kind of like a Trevon Diggs. His coverage is a little better than Trevon's was last year.
Yeah. Trevon, by the way, I wanted to talk to you.
You're eating your words.
No, I'm not. Here's what we said last year in wherever we were in Portugal. I said Trevon Diggs will not have nearly as many interceptions next year because he will realize that he actually has to cover the player correctly, or like not correctly, cover the player good, and then he won't get thrown as much, and he won't get. I mean, still he has maybe 3 picks, but that's nowhere near where it was last year. But his ball skill is still nuts. I mean, obviously you can't lose your ball skill, but he changed his game to be so ball aggressive to where he's actually covering the guys now. But therefore he's not getting as many picks because he's not getting thrown to so much because he's not getting burnt.
He's a top 5 corner.
That's tough, but I'd say he's either that or fringe top 5.
Sauce is top 5.
Sauce.
In no particular order. Sauce, Diggs, Ramsey still. Ramsey and Jair still.
Jair still up there. Yeah.
And then like maybe AJ Terrell hasn't really had a good year.
He hasn't had a good year, yeah. Surtain, absolutely, yeah. I think Surtain might be the best corner in the league if you don't say James.
I'm still taking Ramsey. I think it's Ramsey, Surtain, Sauce, then Jair, and then Diggs. Sauce is unbelievable. Sauce is crazy, unreal.
Yeah. Sauce is pretty nutty. But I think we can get into awards later. But we were talking about the Chiefs. It kind of stemmed this conversation from the Chiefs. But yeah, I think the Chiefs are absolutely the best team in the league right now. Before the year, I just underrated the magicness of Mahomes. Is that
he's a wizard?
Yeah, he's literally
he's the Albus Dumbledore of the NFL. He's unbelievable. And Kelsey, on top of that, is maybe like I think Kelsey is more valuable than all but maybe 1 or 2 wide receivers in the game right
now. Okay, what 2 would you say? Tyreek and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Jamar Chase.
Jamar, yeah, I was about to say.
Maybe.
Okay. I don't hate that. I don't hate it, but yeah. I would love to see. I mean, obviously, like you say all this stuff that would never. Well, maybe it will happen. I'd love to see Kelsey with not Mahomes as his quarterback. because obviously he's still great, but like that, just the connection between them is just crazy. I'd like to see how that compares to like if he had,
to be fair,
else.
they're like best friends.
Yeah.
Too. Like if you don't like follow that, but like they're pretty much best friends. But Kelsey was also a top.
Yeah.
Like in the conversation for best tight end in the league, probably behind Gronk.
Yeah.
Like with Alex Smith as his quarterback. So
who would you take, prime Kelsey or prime Gronk?
Prime Kelsey. Plus prime Kelsey is like all of Kelsey's career.
Dude.
Too.
Prime Gronk is literally the best tight end ever, and it's not even close.
Well, it's so tough because, like, okay, but think about it. Like, Kelsey has done more everything than Gronk.
But that doesn't mean that it.
Kelsey's
I don't care about how long the prime is. I don't care. I just care about the prime itself.
Longer than Gronk's entire career.
I don't care about Kelsey's how long it was. I just care about how he was during his prime.
Okay.
And during Gronk's prime, he was the best tight end of all time. And I still think he is the best tight end of all time.
I think it's Tony G.
Okay, maybe I still think it's Gronk.
It's Tony G. And it's not a biased Chiefs fan. I never saw Tony G play.
Yeah.
Really? Because the Chiefs were trash.
You don't have a connection to him,
but I think it's Tony G. Gosh, and I mean,
Gronk, dude, you can't say Gronk isn't a top 2 tight end of all time.
It's the LeBron Jordan debate. Because, like, look, he is.
But if you were to watch Tony G play,
look at the longevity of Kelsey. Like, similar to how Jordan had a few years, like at the end of his career, where he was like not really that good. Same thing with Gronk, right? Kelsey has been doing it for so long as the best tight end in the league, undisputed. Really, I don't think George Kittle was ever really even close.
Well, I think during the 1 year, where Kittle went crazy, because Kittle did set the record for most reception yards, right, by tight end.
Yeah.
But I think Kelsey broke it. I don't know, something like that. But
it was like Kelsey said it, and then Kittle broke it, and then Kelsey an hour later.
Yeah.
And then Kelsey broke it the year later.
Yeah. I think Kelsey might break it again this year, but we'll see.
Dude, he might break the all-time touchdowns record at this pace.
What does he have? 11 maybe?
I think 11 or 12. No, 11. Yeah. He's not actually going to do it, but
although
it would be cool.
Dude, in fantasy, bro, he's just such a lock to score 20 points. It's so crazy. Like, he's literally a lock. It's awesome. I have him in our school league, but wish I had him in our league. But that's another thing. Fantasy football, dude. I'm just gonna get Travis Kelce every year in fantasy football. Like,
insulated value.
What does that mean?
It means like.
Wait, what'd you say? Insulated?
His value is insulated. Like, basically, like, his value's not going away. Like, with Mahomes insulates his value.
Oh yeah, no.
So like having Mahomes makes his value very well protected. Not to get like real nerdy here, but like that's what insulated value. So like you take like that Eagles offensive line and the scheme that the Eagles run insulates Jalen Hurts' value.
Okay.
So that's
although Mahomes didn't insulate Tyreek's value.
Well, but Tyreek and Kelce are different players.
I mean, yeah. Well, what does that have to do with? You compare you use Jalen Hurts and Philly's O-line. You can use different players.
I mean, look, Tyreek plays like a very deep threat, like gets a few catches a game, at least in the Chiefs offense. Like he served a certain role. And so regardless of how good he or Mahomes was, his value wasn't ever going to be insulated because the nature of like being a deep threat type of a player is that it's inconsistent. Whereas Kelce, like the way the offense runs, combined with Mahomes' skills, his value in fantasy is insulated.
Well, I would say that Tyreek's value absolutely, like his ADP absolutely dropped because he had Tua as his quarterback compared to Mahomes.
Yeah. And it shouldn't have.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of people that were like, in your eyes, but because you watch all the Chiefs games, type of player he is. But a lot of people's eyes, he thought that he wouldn't even be nearly as good as he was on the Chiefs. I mean, he's been even better He's been on the Chiefs, on the Dolphins, but yeah. Speaking of the Dolphins too,
going
7-3.
Good. You look at their roster. I mean, they look stacked. It's like the Cowboys a lot of years.
Yeah.
Where it's like you look at the Chargers at the beginning of this year,
mm-hmm.
or it's like you look at that roster and it's just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tua is not that good though. Not that good.
He's solid. He's overrated, but he's solid.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not a top 10 quarterback in the league.
I don't trust him. He's 13, 14 area.
Yeah.
So, he's solid though.
Yeah, we need to do a quarterback rankings after the year. Definitely. That'd be interesting.
But going back to like the top teams, the Chiefs. The part of the reason that is our defense has been superb.
Yeah, that's true.
Like our defense has been. L'Jarius Sneed is a top 10 cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
He's so good. Trent McDuffie is going to be.
Trent McDuffie's been. Yeah. Karlaftis has been great.
What's crazy is that McDuffie is maybe the 5th best rookie corner.
Yeah, behind
which is
Sauce, Stingley,
Jones, Sauce, Stingley, Woolen.
Yeah.
Jones, Sauce, Woolen, Stingley.
Yeah.
Karlaftis has been good. Chris Jones is the best defensive lineman in the league.
That's
not defensive lineman, best interior defensive lineman.
I mean, technically Aaron Donald.
He's better than Donald.
What?
You heard me.
Stop. I know you're not serious.
Dude,
I know you're not serious. I don't care. Watch the games.
Right, I don't pull up the stats right now. Okay, watch the game. The Rams are 3-7.
An interior defensive lineman doesn't change your Rams won the Super Bowl because of Aaron Donald. Because he showed up in the Super Bowl and was the best player on the field.
Aaron Donald this year has 5 sacks. 46 tackles.
Look at his pressure rates. But sacks isn't everything. Tackles isn't everything.
Okay, I mean,
I don't even know where to look up pressure rates.
But... 9 sacks for Chris Jones. 22 tackles, but he's not a run defender. Chris Jones pressure rates.
Yeah. Or pass rush win rate is what might be the better one. Pass.
I mean, rush. PFF has him at number 1.
Okay. Still don't care, to be honest.
2 forced fumbles.
Also, Jeffrey Simmons, by the way, balling this year. Jeffrey. If you think Chris Jones is better than Aaron Donald, you got to put Jeffrey Simmons up there. Jeffrey Simmons has been like absolutely balling this year, and the Titans have one of the best defenses in the NFL.
But
okay, Nash, listen.
Chris Jones completely shut down the Chargers.
Nash, highest pass rush win rate as a defensive tackle. Aaron Donald 27%, Chris Jones 24%.
Okay, so Chris Jones is second in pass rush, but you're also looking at double the sacks. Double the sacks.
Yes, because who else is on the Rams defensive line? Let's look at the double team rates for both of these guys. Who else is on the Rams defensive line? Name me a guy.
Not Sebastian Joseph-Day anymore.
Yeah, he's gone.
God, I mean, it's not good.
It's nobody.
I don't care. He's
nobody.
Producing at a higher rate.
He's just not. He's not. Still not. Okay, Chris and you're using wins as an argument.
Hold on. Who was on the Chiefs defensive line? Mike Dana is our starting. Karlaftis doesn't start.
Karlaftis
doesn't.
I'm blanking
start.
On names right now. Karlaftis.
Carlos Dunlap.
You guys have
not good. Brent Clark is fine.
Do you guys have is Melvin Ingram on you guys, or was he on it?
No, he was on our team last year. What team is Melvin Dunlap? I don't know. But we have Dunlap, Karlaftis, Frank Clark, Mike Dana are our like rotating edges, and then with Chris Jones we have Derek Nottie, Tershawn Wharton, and Kalen Saunders.
Let me see Rams depth chart. Let me see. The Rams have Leonard Floyd, linebacker. Dude, listen to this.
Leonard Floyd is good.
Listen to this though. All right, Leonard Floyd's solid. Greg Gaines, Marquise Copeland, Jonah Williams, Bobby Brown III. Like, stop.
Bro.
I wish I could see double teams rate. Wait, let me look up Aaron Donald double team rate. Because it's gotta be just crazy, dude. Like, compared to it's huge. I can't.
Because you're still doubling. Chris Jones has watched the Chargers game. Like, even just like if you watch the highlights of that game, he completely wrecked their O-line. He prevented them from really being able to run the ball.
Mm.
He was on Herbert the whole time. Not to mention the clutch factor. He makes big plays in big moments. Huge plays in big moments. Yeah. Timely sacks. Like, sacks on 3rd and 4th down. So, I mean, he's going nuts.
Yeah, but I still don't think. I mean, he's absolutely going nuts. I still don't think he's better than Aaron Donald. Like,
maybe he's not better than Aaron Donald. Maybe he's not better than Aaron Donald. He's having a better year than Aaron Donald.
Okay, but still, I think I'd rather have Aaron Donald as my.
Yeah. I think Aaron Donald's gonna retire after this year.
Well, didn't he just get extended? How long was that contract?
I don't care.
Okay, well,
you can retire.
Okay, this is from November 5th, so a couple weeks ago, a couple games here and there. But Aaron Donald had a 70% double team rate. Chris Jones had like a 50% double team rate.
Okay, but they're still getting.
And then his win rate's like we said, better than Chris Jones.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean that's a very valid point.
Okay, but I'm not taking anything away from Chris Jones.
Yeah.
He's still balling.
Anyway, our defense has been so good, despite Steve Spagnuolo being one of the most incompetent defensive coordinators in the NFL. I hate
Sorensen's gone.
God.
And Tyrann Mathieu, he is so not good. Tyrann Mathieu is so
unbelievable. It's so unbelievable how many times it's like a clutch moment or like a 3rd and 17, and Spagnuolo finds a way to get our worst corners in one-on-ones with the best receivers on the field. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, every time. Joshua Williams, who was not bad, by the way, but he's a rookie.
Yeah.
And there was like 3rd and 17 at like midfield against the Chargers last week.
Mm-hmm.
Herbert drops back. And they don't even really send pressure that much. It's like maybe one extra pass rusher. They maybe send 5. And then Herbert drops back and throws it to Keenan Allen down the field. Joshua Williams one-on-one. Like, why?
Yeah. Were they sending pressure on 3rd and 17? They just had one-on-one with no safety help.
One-on-one with no safety. Well, one-on-one with no safety help.
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, it's just like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or it's usually Rashad Fenton, who usually commits pass interference, which is so frustrating. Who Rashad Fenton? Well, I mean, no, he's not gone. It's just like usually the situation is they throw it against Rashad Fenton, who commits PI.
Yeah. McDuffie was such a good pick, though.
Yeah, it's so.
I love that pick. Yeah. But
the problem is neither McDuffie nor Snead really play on the boundary like all that much or well.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua Williams is going to be a star, though.
Yeah, he's been solid. What round was he? He was late.
4 or 5. HBCU
Chiefs have had some nice draft picks.
Brett Beach is so solid, except for Clyde. Pacheco.
Mm-hmm. Pacheco's nice.
You were right too about Pacheco.
Oh yeah, dude. Pacheco is so much better than Clyde's not crazy. Creed Humphrey was a great pick last year. Trey Smith, great pick.
Trey Smith.
What's the dude on defense? Rookie last year.
Nick Bolton.
Nick Bolton, yeah.
Oh, he's so good. Top 10 middle linebacker.
Yeah, I'd say. I'll have to look through that list, but yeah, Pacheco's great. Clyde was a horrible pick. Sky Moore's jury's still out. He's been kind of not that good though.
Okay, but he was awesome against the Chargers.
Yeah, that's fair. But...
And the thing with him not being that good is because we were putting him at punt return and he's not a punt.
Yeah, and then he just fumbled at every punt, and then everyone thought he. Yeah. But yeah, but
it's like, oh man, Sky Moore, you're so terrible. How are you not ready to play on special teams? Like, he didn't play on special teams ever in his college career. He returned 2 punts.
Yeah, did he really? 2 punts?
2 punts. at Western Michigan.
Yeah.
God. He's really not cut out for it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But so
that's
moving
the Chiefs,
on to
man.
other
They're
teams.
good.
The AFC West has not been nearly as good as everybody thought.
The AFC West, what we thought the AFC West would be,
part of it is that everybody
East.
thought. Yeah, part of what everybody thought, Chiefs didn't own the AFC West anymore. Obviously, we still do.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders. I mean, coaching hasn't been great.
Josh McDaniels is a horrible coach. Just a horrible
coaching hasn't been great. Carr hasn't been great.
Carr's been great.
Injury problems with their weapons.
Darren Waller been always hurt.
Devontae's been on and off,
Devontae's been
questionable and stuff. But
Devontae's been great. Devontae's been great. He's been really
the O-line hasn't really stepped up.
No, absolutely. Their defense is not good.
The secondary's been bad. The
Chandler
D-line
Jones has been horrible.
Mm-hmm. It'll be Max Crosby's solid.
But if you think about it, I mean, you look, the Chargers are 5-5, but dude, they were
it's injuries.
Yeah, they were right there for beating the Chiefs both times.
But Chargers defense, is it good?
Yeah. No. Did I not
go back? One of the preseason.
They've been hurt though. J.C. Jackson's out for years.
One of the preseason podcasts, I talked about this. I said, I don't know how it's going to happen. It happens in different ways every year. The Chargers defense is never good. Never.
Dude.
Ever. And you looked at me like I was crazy. I said I didn't know how it was going to happen.
Joey Bosa.
The Chargers defense.
Joey Bosa, one of the best edge rushers.
Never good.
Joey Bosa, one of the best edge rushers in the league. IR. J.C. Jackson, one of the best corners in the league, although I do think he's a bit overrated because Bill Belichick is a mastermind. IR.
Derwin James is the best. That's
2 guys right there.
Not the best secondary player. Derwin James is the best safety in the league.
Derwin James versus Kelsey was so fun to watch. That's so fun.
And if he played linebacker, he'd be a top 3 linebacker or coverage linebacker. He's so good.
Yeah. Him versus Kelsey is always a fun watch.
I don't care what it is. The Chargers defense is never good. It's okay. It's hurt, but they always find a way to be not good. Say they have bad injury luck, but their defense is never good.
I wouldn't say it's never good, but we'll see.
It's never good.
I mean, they still could make the play. I mean, and Herbert.
I think they still will make the playoffs, but the Broncos are just bad because Russ is not good and their defense
might just be the worst contract in the history of football. But it's still, I mean, obviously it's been
he's trash.
10 games. He sucks so bad. He is so horrible. And I love seeing him lose. It's awesome to watch. It really is awesome.
Broncos country.
I hate Russ so much. He's just so ugh. But
dude, I remember I said that to our coach, and he got so angry at me for some reason.
What coach?
Mullen.
Yeah.
He looked at me like I was crazy. He made me run.
That's funny. But yeah. I mean, Chargers just injuries, man. And they almost beat the Chiefs twice if Herbert didn't mess up his rib cage and Gerald Everett.
Herbert's good.
Yeah, Herbert's good. It's been 2 great games with the Chiefs. Broncos suck. Ravens have been solid. Bengals, I think, are still a really solid team. Browns are horrible.
The Ravens. Do you know what's so frustrating too about the Ravens? Could be one of those top tier teams. Yeah. But they just
when they play
are bad in the second half. They're bad. They can't hold on to a lead.
I mean, they literally who did they lose to? I'm pretty sure they
lost to the Giants.
They lost to the Dolphins and that crazy
all of their first 3 losses. It was they led going into the back half of the fourth quarter.
They could easily be 10-0 right now. Their 3 losses are the Dolphins and that crazy comeback by the Dolphins. They lost that game. Bills, they sold that game.
And the Giants came back against them too. They could be 10-0.
That's wild to think about.
So I think the Ravens are the second best team in the league.
Okay, behind the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that take.
And I don't really have a reason why. Nobody on their team is having a phenomenal year. Harbaugh's a very, very good coach.
Yeah.
Lamar's very solid. Andrews is great. Their running game is always good. The defense, the secondary stepped it back up this year. I think they're very, very solid.
Yeah, I agree.
Bills probably the 3rd best team in the league for me. And I think that whole division, the Jets are really up and coming and good. If they could just get a quarterback. We'll see how Mike White fares this week.
I'm excited to see Mike White. Zach Wilson should not start a game ever for them.
It's why you don't put a Mormon at quarterback. They're too conservative.
I know you saw that somewhere. There's no way you came up with that.
No, I just came up with that. I swear. I just came up with that.
Oh my god. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, no, they need to trade for Jimmy G. That's my thing. They need to trade for Jimmy G after this year. I think he absolutely would be great in that offense because he'd do the job. And that's literally the only thing that Jimmy.
And the problem is, like, if they could have only just tanked, like,
or drafted Justin Fields
in a different year. I mean, here's the thing, though. Justin Fields was not a good pick then.
They could have drafted Mac Jones.
It wasn't a good pick until a few weeks ago.
If they were to pick him at number 2.
Yeah, it's still, honestly, if they were to pick him at number 2, it would still, like, I still don't know if I would agree with it. I mean, we haven't seen enough.
No, but you'd absolutely take him over Zach Wilson. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, for sure. I remember when people were calling him Mormon Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. I mean, if they had Mac Jones right now, they would be really good, I think.
Yeah.
Because they'd have yeah. Honestly, I think they'd be better off with.
Hurt.
Oh my god. Brees getting hurt sucks.
Yeah.
So bad.
I love Brees.
I think Brees might go I think Brees has a case for I wouldn't say number 1 pick next year in fantasy, but like he's gonna get up there in fantasy drafts, dude. Like
yeah, no kidding,
because he is crazy good.
I sold in our dynasty league. I gave away the 102 and the 103.
Oh my god, that's
for the 101 and 2023 first, and he's nice in the league, right? Like second to last in the league right now. So I'm gonna be getting like.
Oh, so your pick is gonna be late?
No, my pick is gonna be early.
Oh, he's last in the league, so he's gonna Wait, and
second to last.
Yeah, because you traded 2 and 3 for Brees, and then you got next year's pick. Yeah, dude, I'm 10-1 in that league.
Your team is nuts.
My team is nutty, bro. But yeah, so I'm winning that league. But yeah, I mean, speaking of Brees, just rookie running backs this year: Ken Walker, Dameon Pierce. You could say
this rookie class has been nuts. Except, I mean, no quarterbacks, but
yeah, quarterbacks.
Even the pass rushers, the pass rushers have been slightly disappointing, but like
Hutchinson, and we didn't even bring up Hutchinson and Trayvon Walker in the defensive rookie of the year talk. But I think
it's Hutchinson and not Trayvon Walker.
Trayvon Walker's having a good year. You don't understand. He's having a good year for a guy that got
good year, but
one.
They still I know, but they still should have picked Hutchinson.
Yeah, I'd probably say that, but
I think it's the difference between like JJ. Okay, you know what that's gonna sound. I'm not gonna.
Oh god, were you gonna say you were gonna say Justin Jefferson and Jalen Reagor? Oh my god.
No.
Yes, you were. Crazy, bro. Jalen Reagor's a practice squad wide receiver, and Justin Jefferson.
Reason. I was gonna say it was the difference between JJ Watt and Jadeveon Clowney.
That
like Trayvon Walker just seemed so much more projectable for some reason. And now you know why I didn't want to say it. It was the first thing that popped into my head.
Yeah.
And it looks bad.
Oh my god. All right, let's go real quick over the top. We basically just talked about the whole AFC. Let's go real quick in the NFC, and let's go into awards.
Yeah. The Vikings are decent.
Also, yes. But Lions, dude, they are. Listen to the 7 teams that the Lions lost to: Eagles, Vikings, Seahawks, Pats, Dolphins, Bills. I think that's 7, and Cowboys. Sorry, those are 7 really good teams. Like, dude, and all those. Well, not all those games, but a bunch of those games. Dolphins was close. Bills was close. Patriots wasn't close. Eagles was close.
And it doesn't make sense. They have no talent on their roster. Except for Hutchinson.
I think their offense is extremely talented.
Goff is trash.
Goff is interesting. No. Look at their offense.
I will not hear it.
Their defense has Aiden Hutchinson.
Amon-Ra
is just incredible. Swift is Jamal Williams and Swift. This guy Nash continues to start DeAndre Swift over Jamal Williams, even though Jamal Williams is leading touchdowns. It's because you're mad that you spent a second rounder on Swift.
The ceiling on Swift is higher.
He hasn't scored over like 10 points in since week 2. The ceiling on Jamal Williams is higher. He scored over 20 like 4 times.
The ceiling is higher on Swift.
No, it is not. His ceiling is 10 points.
Any given week, he can break out for 40.
He gets 6 carries a game.
That could be 40 points if he makes the most of it.
But he doesn't because he's not a good running back. Oh my God, Nash. But yeah, their O-line.
I keep in mind I still have the best record in that league, so keep talking.
I know. I was talking to my dad. So Nash.
Is your dad mad that I'm about to be in the first?
Well, no. He doesn't really care. But I'm kind of happy.
Your dad even met me? I met your mom one time.
Your dad has not met me, but no, I'm kind of glad.
My dad has met you.
Yes. But I'm kind of glad. There's a part of me that wants to do bad because it's annoying when you win, but a part of me wants to do good because wants you to do well is because the last 2 years I've picked guys that have sucked, and then I pick you, and then you're like good, so it's like you kind of represent me. So, I appreciate that. But
that's so funny.
But I need to win this week. I picked one of my dad's friends 2 years ago. They sucked, and then I picked this guy from my gym last year. He sucked, and then you're 9-2, so that's cool. But or 10-2.
Obviously.
Although I still don't think your team is that great. I think mine's better, but we'll figure that out later in the year. But yeah, what were we even talking about? Lions, Amon-Ra. He's been great for me in our league. Yeah, I mean Eagles, decent team. I think Niners are a really good team. Seahawks are a pretty good team. Packers suck. Bucks are gonna win the division.
Yeah.
I don't really know what else there's to say about that.
The Bucks are a first round exit kind of team, unless their defense steps it back up.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they'll be a first round exit because I think they're gonna end up playing a not good team, like either the Giants or the Seahawks.
Okay. But like the Seahawks, I think the jury's still out on the Seahawks.
Oh, yeah, I take it back. The Seahawks, they're a good team, but they're not up there. They're absolutely better than the Giants, 100%. But
Geno Smith is good. Not just decent. Geno Smith is good.
He's literally been a top 5 quarterback this year. This year he's been a top.
And it's not like nobody else is like. It's not like because Pete Carroll's a genius or like offensive line. Although
because Geno's a dog.
They have Charles Cross, right?
Yeah,
he's been good.
He's been good, yeah.
The offensive line from this class has been very good.
Ken Walker's just insane.
Great. DK's great. Tyler Lockett's great.
Marquise Goodwin, top 10 wide receiver too.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? Tariq Woolen, crazy.
Great.
Crazy
but yeah, so Niners or
Seahawks? Niners, absolutely. But I think Niners
good.
Niners have better coaching, better roster, just better team. I love the Seahawks.
I think Geno will have I think he's gonna start to falter.
Yeah. I love Geno.
I think he's like Taylor Heineke, but better. Commander. Okay, do the Commanders have a shot at the playoffs?
That's so awesome, dude. I love the NFL this year, man. I love it.
Dude, Taylor Heineke is such a dog.
He's so not good, but he just wins, bro. He has a clutch. He just has a clutch gene.
Of having that dog in you.
I know.
He's the doggiest of dogs.
Yeah, he is.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it's awesome though. Commanders. Terry is just a beast too, man. Oh my God, Terry McLaurin is such a good wide receiver. But
Jahan Dotson,
solid.
Hasn't been great, but he's solid.
Yeah, he's gonna be good. He's been hurt this year too, but
yeah,
But I mean, I don't really.
Dude, I respect the coaching staff of the Commanders so much
for starting Heineke.
For deciding to start. Yeah, that is such a baller decision.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't care where the money is. We're gonna win some games. That's so respectable. So it's something we need so bad in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
But to come out of the NFC, none of those teams
Cowboys,
are good
in my
enough
opinion,
to warrant that. The Vikings are God, I mean, I might pick the Vikings. I think that Cowboys game was a fluke.
Mm-hmm.
The Packers and the Lions.
It just happens.
Really
teams have fluky games, like it just happens every year. Teams lose dumb games, they win dumb games.
I think it's either for me. I think it's between 3 teams. I think it's between the Niners because they're always good in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the Vikings, and I think the Eagles.
I would add Cowboys, and I put 4.
I think after this week, if we see the Eagles rebound, then the pick is the Eagles, and I think otherwise, then the pick is the Vikings.
Yeah,
I think
Eagles have Packers this week, Sunday night. That should be.
I think that's a
good bounce back
test.
Yeah,
like the Packers aren't good, but they're good enough.
They still put up a fight, but
all right.
They also suck. So.
Trade deadline, just like real quick, just super quick. Chase Claypool, so funny. He announced the pick for George Pickens.
That's awesome.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
And then he got
replaced by him.
He's a fraud, by the way.
Who? Claypool?
Chase Claypool.
I hate Chase Claypool so much, dude.
And people hate him kind of for no reason, but I do hate him also.
He's like a jerk though. Like all the stuff that went on when they were like undefeated and stuff.
This is why I don't like Canadians. Sorry, I'm not allowed to say that on the podcast. I'm sorry.
You're mad because the Raptors sent the Sixers home on a stupid shot.
I promise. Yeah, it has everything to do with the Raptors.
You're mad because Kawhi.
If we have Canadian listeners, I promise. Like I'm just kidding. Canadians are great. So much less aggressive than Americans.
Canada is actually awesome. I went there one time. It's so sick.
It's like a model country. If I was building a country,
if I'm building a country, I just buy land in Canada and build it there.
Yeah. Well, no, Canada is they're like the Indianapolis Colts of the world. They're solid. Consistent, but not like they don't really have the star power.
They're like the Toronto Raptors. They're literally the Toronto Raptors.
Facts.
They don't have the guy.
Or even the Blue Jays. Although the Blue Jays have the guys.
The Blue Jays do have the guys. Also, we should talk about MLB. There's not really much to talk about, but
Jeremy Pena is a star.
Yeah, we haven't talked. The Astros won the World Series. That happened.
I hate that.
Yeah,
it makes me so angry.
It doesn't make me so angry, but it's just like, all right, they're in there. They're the best team in the league,
I'm actually kind of sweating now about that Canada comment. I swear, anybody listening, I was kidding. I promise.
Nash is gonna get no sleep at night.
I'm not gonna get into college.
Oh my god! All right,
I'm canceled.
All right, let's go into NFL awards real quick. Let's start with MVP, Patrick Mahomes.
It's Mahomes, and then after that, the interesting part for me, because it's obviously Mahomes. Who do you have second and third?
Who do I have second and third, dude?
Josh Allen second, just for the pure skill factor, even though he's really not having that great of a year.
I'd say second is probably Josh Allen. I think it's Mahomes. It goes Mahomes, Allen, Jalen
either
Hurts
maybe.
Tua,
and then a dark horse, Lamar Jackson's having a great year.
Oh yeah, I think Lamar's having a really good year.
Let me put Hurts at 2, Allen at 3. Just because, I think Allen's, a lot of his, MVP value is coming off of the fact that, he was the overwhelming favorite to win it at the start of the year.
Yeah.
And so I'll put him at 3 just because I think I need to see more from him, even though he is really, really good. And then 4, I have Jackson, just because, if they keep on that trajectory, I think he overtakes Tua and Geno Smith and all those guys.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I think Tyreek should get the MVP over Tua though. Depending how the season ends, but I think let's bring that into our offensive player of the year.
Offensive player of the year. Mm-hmm. It's Tyreek. It's Tyreek.
Well, you look right now
in the conversation.
I think Kelsey would really have to go crazy the rest of the year, but I think right now, I mean, Justin Jefferson has 90.
Jefferson's up there. Running backs, Chubb doesn't get enough production to be offensive player of the year, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He's the best running back.
I think Derrick Henry has a shot at that. 1,000 yards already, 10 TDs.
Yeah, but I'll take I'll take Hill 1.
Saquon still has a decent argument.
God.
Decent.
I think it's Hill 1, Jettas 2.
Okay. I like that. I'd say also Diggs is having a really nice year. Diggs right now has almost just he has 5 more TDs than Tyreek.
I don't love Diggs though.
Like as a player.
Just like I think it's the same thing as similar thing as Allen in my eyes. Everybody thought the Bills were gonna be great. And then I think Kelsey at 3.
Okay.
And then I'll say Derrick Henry at 3, Kelsey at 4, Saquon at 5.
Amon-Ra at 6. I'm joking.
That's ridiculous.
Amon-Ra at 6, Christian Kirk at 7.
Imagine if Mahomes won.
Oh my God, it's my fantasy
MVP
team. And Kelsey won Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
I think at that point they might just give them both to Mahomes. I don't know.
Can they really do? They should.
That's what didn't Mahomes get Offensive Player of the Year and MVP in 20?
Yeah, he did.
19.
Yeah, he did.
20,
Actually, no, I think it might have been
2018.
18. It might have been McCaffrey.
Somebody got both. Let me look up 2018 NFL awards. Let's see about this. Somebody got both of them. I'm not sure. No, it was Mahomes and McCaffrey was. Wait.
Fantasy Player of the Year or something stupid.
No, it was Mahomes, the Offensive Player of the Year and Most Valuable Player.
Yes, that's my guy.
Doesn't make any sense though. McCaffrey. Was that really?
No, McCaffrey might have been 2019.
No, because Mahomes broke the touchdown record and blah blah blah. Or did he break? He threw for 50 touchdowns, blah blah blah. So that's why he won. And
50 touchdowns and like almost 5,000 yards.
Yeah, and then McCaffrey had a crazy year, but Mahomes broke the touchdown records or 50 touchdowns. So who cares? But wait, he didn't break. Did he break the touchdown record? Or did he just get 50?
No, it was Manning still.
Manning had 55. By the way, I was looking at Peyton 55. I checked the other day. I think 55. I was looking at Peyton Manning's stats the other day, dude. Wait, let me look up TD record. Yeah, he was a baller, but his last year. Oh yeah, it's 55. His last year, he threw 9 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. He was so bad. Bro, look up when we're done. Look up Peyton Manning's Pro Football reference, and then look at his last year. 9 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, horrible. Dude, one game he was horrible, and he still won the Super Bowl because his defense was the best of all time. One game, this was the game he got hurt and Brock Osweiler came in. One game he was 5 for 20 with 4 picks. Bro, you had to look this up. I was looking at this. It was 2 days ago. I was like, oh my God, he was so bad his last year, and he won the Super Bowl because he had the best defense of all time.
That's so crazy.
So if
that's so crazy.
You ever want to talk about Brady Manning arguments and talk about,
it's not an argument.
It's not an argument, but if anybody tries to do it to you, look at that and then look at Brady now at age 45.
I don't care. Brady's stinking it up.
Brady's actually.
But beyond that, yeah. So Defensive Player of the Year, I think
I'll give it to
Judon and then Parsons.
Look at my what's that race though the rest of the year.
Judon, Parsons, and then
I'm gonna get his jersey for Christmas.
Who's 3rd and 4th ish?
Probably Sauce.
No, I can't.
Zadarius Smith has been balling as well.
Yeah, facts. And it does.
Nick Bosa has 10.5 sacks. I'd say Nick Bosa.
Yeah, we'll go. I'll say Nick Bosa 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Chris Jones is up there. 9 sacks as an interior defensive lineman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'll say Chris Jones 4, Zadarius Smith 5.
Okay.
Just because you gotta have some variety away from edge rusher.
Yeah.
In that
you said Sauce 3?
In that top range. No.
What'd you say?
What's his face 3?
Bosa?
Not
or
Bosa.
Chris Jones?
No.
Zadarius Smith.
Wait, I didn't even pick anybody.
Yeah, I was like, who you put 3?
Hold on.
Okay, mine is Judon 1, Parsons 2,
I think Derwin should be in the conversation, but he won't be. Mm-hmm. They'll never give it to a safety.
Yeah.
I don't think Sauce deserves to be in the conversation yet.
Yeah, no, I don't think he does either. I think it's Judon, Parsons, Nick Bosa, Za'Darius Smith.
Yo, yeah, I said Nick
Chris
Bosa.
Jones. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I thought. But okay, that's defensive player of the year, offensive rookie of the year. This is a good one too. I think that's.
Oh no, it's not. It was gonna be Olave. It's Ken Walker.
I think I like that pick, but I think it might be
Dameon Pierce's production is better, but he's not looked as good.
I mean, I think he's looked really good. Watching him.
Yeah, but his team stinks too.
His team does stink, but I don't really think that matters
the Seahawks weren't supposed to be good, and they are good.
Yeah.
And I think Ken Walker's one of the reasons why. And I think Dameon Pierce, look at Dameon Pierce last week. I think his trajectory isn't great.
No, he has had a rough couple of weeks. I
don't think his trajectory and towards the end of the season
had one rough
good.
Week. Mm-hmm.
I'll say Ken. Okay, but he got shut down by. It
was 10 for 8. Yeah.
So I'll say Ken Walker, Chris Olave, and then Dameon Pierce, because I think Dameon Pierce, he's really good, but I think he might seriously just fall off a cliff for the next couple of games.
Okay. Also, ETN, by the way.
No, he's not a rookie.
Oh, I'm so dumb. That's crazy. I'm tripping.
That's Ben Simmons. That's the Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell type.
I just had a complete brain fart. I literally know he's not a rookie, but I just saw his name and thought ETN. It's been first year players.
Defensive rookie of the year.
Wait, hold on. I'd say Dameon Pierce though, as my offensive rookie of the year.
Ken Walker.
Okay, we'll see though.
Yeah, okay.
Defensive rookie of the year, Sauce Gardner, but
Sauce Gardner. The conversation is interesting for who else.
Yeah, I think
Tariq Woolen is 2.
I don't think Tariq Woolen is 2 because he has gotten a ton of hype because he's been a not low round, but a mid-round pick. If Tariq Woolen got selected first round, I don't think he'd get as much hype. It's just that people are like, oh, it's such a steal, blah blah blah.
The voters like hype too.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay.
Who else? I mean, again,
Hutchinson,
linebackers and stuff. Yeah, I'll say Woolen, then Hutchinson at 3, and then maybe Stingley 4, Trayvon Walker 5.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Stingley's been underrated. Stingley's like a Jalen Ramsey kind of a guy. They don't throw at him.
Yeah, he was such a hit or miss coming into this year, but he's been really solid for them.
He's looking like freshman year at LSU, Stingley.
Yeah. All right. Defensive coach of the year, I think.
Has to be
Sirianni. Or O'Connell.
O'Connell.
Mike McDaniel.
Mike McDowell's
McDaniel. Mike McDaniel is Dolphins.
Yeah. And who's McDowell?
That Malik McDowell is a player that I.
Dude, no. Who's
there's no coach. That's McDaniels. There's Mike McDaniel and Josh McDaniels.
Okay.
And then O'Connell.
Okay. Yeah. So it's definitely
Kevin O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell. Right now it's Sirianni, O'Connell, and then Mike McDaniel.
Also, I think Vrabel should be up there as well. Vrabel
if the Chiefs win out, it's Andy Reid.
No, it's not Andy Reid. If the Chiefs win out, it's not Andy Reid. They're not going to give it to him. If you have Mahomes, your quarterback, and you've been the best team in the league the past 5 years, you're not going to. Not 5 years, but the past 3 years, you're not going to win it.
No, it's
Belichick would have won it so many years, but yeah, and Andy Reid will never get a coach of the year as long as Mahomes is his quarterback, in my opinion. It's just a fact, but still, a great coach. But I think Sirianni is 1, McDaniel 2, O'Connell 3, although maybe I'd say Vrabel. No, I'd say Vrabel.
No, Vrabel 4.
Vrabel's 4.
Because I don't think that team is really that good.
Yeah, that team is not good. Vrabel, he is such a good coach. He's been one of the most underrated coaches. And I guess the only other.
I'm taking Mike Vrabel as a coach over all 3 of those guys.
Oh
but
yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
think he's coach of the year.
No, I mean, who do you think is the best coach in the NFL? Andy Reid, Belichick,
Andy Reid or Mike Vrabel?
McVay.
Harbaugh's up there.
Harbaugh, yeah.
He makes some questionable decisions, but his teams are so consistent.
I still think Sean McVay is a good coach. He just has a horrible team, like a horrible team. I think
Brian Staley's all right. He looked
Staley?
so good last year. And
Brandon Staley.
Brandon Staley.
Yeah.
God, the coach's name is messed me up.
I know, dude. I know all the coaches. I don't know why. It's like the one.
Kyle Shanahan. That's a real James thing to know. Kyle Shanahan's good.
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan's a good coach.
Anyway,
I like Robert. I like Saleh too from Jets. But, yeah.
I think we really do have to wrap it up.
Yeah.
NFL recap. This week's slate of games, Thanksgiving games were good. We hope to see some more Chiefs, Rams, Eagles,
Patriots.
Packers.
Game rigged against them, but we'll move. We'll move on.
We hope to bring you another episode in the very near future. We hope to get more consistent with the podcast uploads. But this has been really fun. Thank you for continually listening to Takes from the Lakes, despite our absence. And have a great rest of your Thanksgiving break.